What's up, everybody? Eric for President. And honestly, after yesterday, it never surprises me on how quick the VR field is moving forward, and how quick and impressive it's moving forward is just as frightening on how it's going to change the world. I believe for better, but it is scary to see at the pace that it is changing things. Now, you know the drill. Normally we go over 5 stories that you missed over the past couple days in VR, but of course we're going to go over these stories you missed yesterday at OC6. We're going to be covering the entire 2-hour keynote in under 5.5 minutes on this video. All timestamps will be in the description for those who want to see the parts that they want to see. And I'll be asking you a question on the final segment, a story from OC6 that, although it was not explicitly conveyed during the presentation, if you look through everything they said, everything they let you know, it's probably the biggest story no one's talking about and going to have huge implications for current Oculus products out there right now that could anger a lot of people, and I want to hear your thoughts on them, and your thoughts will be featured in my next video. But as always, guys, I'm Eric for President. Leave a like because I'm out of beer and I need help on my beer front. I'll be getting some more after this video. Let's jump into the VR news first. Right off the bat, news we all wanted, but I didn't think would come this quick, is the Oculus Quest Link, which will be shipping this November. This will allow you to play games bought from the Oculus Store, so PCVR Oculus games, and play them right into your Oculus Quest. All you have to do is with your Oculus Quest tethered to your PC via a USB-C cable. This will work with reportedly most USB-C cables, although Oculus will be selling a so-called premium cable that can handle charging and premium bandwidth for the best performance. This is absolutely massive and expands the Oculus Quest platform instantly. This will, of course, need a tremendous amount of testing once it comes out and raises a lot of concerns on the purpose of the Rift S, but more on that soon, and I do hope you stick to the end of this video to go over that with me because your thoughts will be in the next video. Already dropping bombs right away, Oculus wasted no time dropping more with Oculus Quest Hand and Finger Tracking coming early 2020. Developers will now be able to create apps and experiences that use your hands only, no controllers at all. My last video I brought up neural connections and the acquisition of Control Labs and their armband, but this is even more, one more step of freedom many thought was way far off in the future. Now, while working with the onboard cameras alone, much testing of course will need to be done once this arrives in 2020. Current games may not be easily converted to using a controllerless model. Using the onboard cameras for tracking will also require more dedicated processing power, and there are tons more questions to ask. As more info comes out, I will keep you all updated. Next up, we have Facebook Horizon's new social VR connected experience built on the foundation of customizable worlds, expressive avatars, and user-created fun. It's coming in 2020 for both Quest and Rift, with a closed beta in early 2020. To me, this looks like Facebook wanting to get in on the successes like VR Chat and Rec Room with the spin of a much more approachable concept with more moderation. I honestly did have to ask myself if this was needed, but I understand why it is. Oculus is building a cohesive, trusted VR landscape, and this could be an easier, more approachable way for newcomers to get into VR, especially social VR, where VR Chat and Rec Room at times can be very intimidating to new users. It'll be interesting on how this is adopted, and I'll get with you as more info comes out. Something tangible almost right away next week, you will be able to experience Passthrough Plus on your Oculus Quest as well. This is a small tweak, but nice to have, where the pass-through function will be fairly identical, but where in the previous version the view was warped and skewed, Passthrough Plus will provide a more real-world identical view. Even better, Passthrough On Demand will also be coming later this year, where, like the title Passthrough On Demand, you will be able to, on demand, activate pass-through mode at any time you want so you can see around you whenever you may be able to need to pick up another beer. In quick Oculus Go news, which by the way, that Oculus Connect room was absolutely silent when the Go was brought up. F for respect on the Go, but over 50 plus Oculus Go apps will soon be available for the Oculus Quest. Anyone who already has these apps on the Oculus Go will be able to upgrade these apps purchased to the Quest version free from now until the end of the year. In gaming news, things got very fun, and we will go over these in a very rapid fire format. Not much information is out about all these, and I want to give you what you need as quick as possible. Starting with Beatsaber next week, the next music pack featuring Panic at the Disco will release, and in December you'll also be able to experience the 360-degree Beatsaber mode, which will keep you on your toes in what I think is the best way to possibly play this game. A Boneworks related title is also in the mix as well for the Oculus Quest, yet no title and very little info at all is out for this as well. All I can say about that is I am very interested to see a heavy physics-based game on the Oculus Quest, and I'm wondering how it can perform. Although just a very quick snippet and no timetables announced, we did see a montage as well, and a picture of a group of games all confirmed coming to the Oculus Quest. These titles are some of the best out there and one hell of a game library edition. All games seen are the following: Red Matter, Snowdrift, A Fisherman's Tale, Arizona Sunshine, Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted, Paranormal Activity, Last Labyrinth, Luna, Pistol Whip, The Room VR, Half and Half, Space Channel 5, Echo VR, Project 4, and Audica. Vader Immortal Episode 2 trailer was released, and this game starts right where we left off in Episode 1 and the bomb was dropped. You can play this game right away, as Vader Immortal Episode 2 is released now for Oculus Rift S and Oculus Quest platforms. In this, not only do you have your lightsaber, but force powers as well. My review will absolutely be coming in the next news video about this, so stay tuned for that. In major VR titles, both Stormland and Asgards Wrath were given release dates. Stormland will come out November 14th and Asgards Wrath October 10th of this year. Both these games are offering the most content lengthwise and content-wise of any VR game really out there, and hopefully are the games we've been waiting for. It is reported that in Asgards Wrath there is about 40 hours worth of content, where if you're a completionist you may very well get over 100 hours worth of content. And with Stormland and its procedurally generated levels, as well as co-op, there is technically an infinite amount of content to be played. And lastly, Respawn's shooter we have been eagerly awaiting info on is a standalone VR game, meaning made solely for VR and no other platform, is a Medal of Honor game. It is great to see an IP with such a big name as this getting the VR VIP treatment. Respawn has shown us time and time again that they understand crafting a story, and I think being able to put in a world war, which is gritty and intense action, is exactly what is needed on the platform. And there you have it. Those are all the major, I think, OC6 news that you are most interested in as my viewers. Now, there were some other things, and of course, I can't get into everything in super fine detail or we'd be here forever. But there was a story that wasn't expressly stated at OC6 that I want some opinions on because it's the thing I'm thinking of the most. You did hear the news about the Oculus Go. Over 50 plus apps on the Oculus Go will be available soon on the Oculus Quest, and if you own them on the Go, you have until the end of the year to get them for the Quest for free. However, keep that in mind that the Oculus Go apps are now going to be on the Quest. In addition, you have the Oculus Quest Link that takes your Oculus Quest product, tethers it to your gaming PC if you have one, and at that point you have a PC VR-like experience until further tested. I'm not going to say PC VR experience because we need to test it to see if it is PC VR or PC VR-like. However, you now have the apparent understanding that Oculus is cannibalizing the Oculus Go, basically getting rid of it because you're getting rid of all the apps on it and putting them on the Quest. You're also cannibalizing your Oculus Rift by giving a PC VR-like usage on the Oculus Quest by tethering it to your gaming PC, which I have over here. To me, it seems apparent that Oculus is cannibalizing its three lines of SKUs. It's Oculus Go, it's Oculus Rift, and now it is taking those out and giving them all to the Oculus Quest. It looks apparent that Oculus is now giving up on any tethered lines and the Go and is going for full Quest domination on the standalone market. It's strictly my opinion, does not mean it's yours, but I do have the opinion that is the correct choice. I think Facebook understands that the future is in mobile, one standalone unit, cost effective that anyone can take anywhere and use anywhere. Convenience is king and it's scalable for that, and if it's convenient and scalable and being sold, which again, they can't keep up with the demand for the Quest, that's the right way to go. I think Facebook understands that and is setting up that way. We will have to do a lot of testing on the product, especially the virtual link. It's pretty apparent that current people who are looking into the Rift S should probably hold off, should probably wait until November to see when the link comes out, if it works as well as Facebook seems to hint that it may. I want to know your comments though for current Rift owners or current Rift S owners. Are you angered by this decision? Do you feel like your product is worth any less now? And for those who are on the fence and thinking about an Oculus Rift S, are you now holding off because the Quest seems like the better option? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let me know down there. Also, my email will be in the description. If you'd like to make a video format, send that to me there and you could be hosted on the next video as well. OC6 was an amazing event, guys. I'm a little overwhelmed by the amount of info out there, so I'm gonna go take a beer break. So thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for your likes, subscribe as always, and hit that bell icon to never miss an upload. I'm Eric for President. I will definitely see you in the next one. VR Space Cowboys.